Holy. She's literally flying back. You were Superman there for a second, lady. Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I am Thor, your friendly neighborhood god of thunder. Today I'm reacting to Back to the Future 3. So I had a blast with the first Back to the Future, and I also really enjoyed the second Back to the Future. And of course, watching the last Back to the Future, it seems pretty obvious that this third one is very, very connected. I mean, we basically left off with a cliffhanger ending. Things have not been wrapped up or resolved in any significant or final way. And it looks like we're having a bit of a Western going on. At least it looks like that's where things are going to start off. And I actually think there's a clever bit of foreshadowing, which makes me think that 2 and 3 were filmed at the same time, or at least with both movies in mind. Because there was that scene of Biff, sitting in the Scarface tub, watching The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. At least I'm pretty sure that's the film he was watching. Like I said, I haven't seen that movie, but I mean, I know Clint Eastwood, and there's some pretty iconic just imagery. But I think that I really appreciated how the sequel connected so heavily to the first movie, and I also thought that the way, just watching yourself, your other version of yourself, a few, I think, groundbreaking ideas as far as playing with what can be done with the concept of time travel in a comedic adventure sense. So it'll be interesting. I'm really rooting for Marty McFly and Doc Brown and their families. They've been through so much in their wacky adventures. They deserve some peace, some resolution. So that's what I'm really looking for in this third movie, besides, a continuation of the wild, crazy fun that we've kind of seen with the first two. But I'm really rooting for a good, proper resolution, a fitting conclusion to the trilogy. As always, if you want to watch the full unedited reaction to this movie, all my movies are on Patreon. Next week's classic movie reaction, it'll be a Steven Spielberg movie of some kind. I haven't decided which or my exact release order or filming order at the time of recording this, but a Steven Spielberg classic. I definitely have some throwbacks. I'm going to be reacting to Duel, The Terminal, Saving Private Ryan. I haven't filmed that yet, recording this. That might already be on the channel now. But if you do want to see more classics, more Spielberg movie reactions, those will be coming soon. And let's just get into today's reaction. Back to the Future 3. I wonder if Steven Spielberg was on set at all during the shooting of these films. I kind of hope he was, just rooting for his buddy, Robert Zemeckis. So similar to the second movie, the third movie is now starting off with the ending of the second movie. It's a nice way to keep the connective tissue and bring everything to one cohesive whole. All right, let's do this. The final movie. At least I'm pretty sure it's the last movie. They didn't make a fourth one, did they? Take that hoverboard with you wherever you go, whenever you go.
To the future. I saw a vision of Marty say he had come back from the future.
Turn around, Doc. Oh my gosh. Sign me up for watching Doc Brown react to horror movies, please.
Doc, that's right, but I came back again. I came back from the future. Don't you remember last night?
I love how he's playing the pipe organ, like setting the mood for horror.
And you got sent back to 1885. 1885.
Honestly, a good way to kind of recap the last movie in case anyone missed it or forgot some of the events.
My calculations are correct. You will receive this letter immediately after you saw the... Do not. I repeat, do not attempt to come back here to get me.
Oh, what?
Living in the fresh air and wide open spaces.
Really?
Space-time continuum. And please take care of Einstein for me.
That seems actually really selfless of the doc to like tell him not to come back and rescue him.
1985. I never knew I could ride anything so touching.
He's impressed with his other self. That's pretty good.
Sorry, Doc. It's all my fault you're stuck back there. I never should have let Biff get to me.
There are plenty.
Oh yeah, that's right. When he called him a coward.
Reminds me of the time I attempted to reach the center of the earth.
Did you really? Did you really? I would watch Doc Brown in Journey to the Center of the Earth.
You know, it was the writings of Jules Verne that had a profound effect on my life.
Oh, didn't Jules Verne write that book as well, Journey to the Center of the Earth? I'm pretty sure. I've seen the old movie version. There it is. There it is. It looks in pretty good shape.
Schematic diagram will allow you to build a replacement unit with 1950.
Honestly, I feel like Marty and Doc Brown are like the comedic version of Walter and Jesse in a way.
No wonder this circuit failed. It says made in Japan.
What do you mean, Doc? All the best stuff is made in Japan.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's wrong with stuff made in Japan?
Unbelievable.
Oh, okay. I guess back then, things were different.
Future of the past. Sounds like a wonderful way to spend my retirement years.
I don't know if the cowboy life is as fun as it looks in the movies, though. What's the matter? Yeah, what's going on?
Come on.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot.
What's wrong, Marty? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Wait till you see it. It's your own grave, bro.
Died September 7th, 1885. That's 1 week after you wrote the letter.
Okay, you guys gotta hurry. You guys gotta hurry.
Notorious gunman whose short temper and a tendency to drool earned him the nickname.
That's Tannen, right? That's Biff's relatives.
Precise records were not kept after Tannen shot a newspaper editor who printed an unfavorable story about him.
Jeez. Talk about controlling the narrative, bro. Just shoot the editor.
Flies, but no browns.
Well, maybe it was a mistake, Doc. Maybe that grave wasn't yours.
No, no mistake.
Went back to 1885, and I'm bringing you home.
Exactly. I like the determination in your voice, Marty. Let's do this.
Yeah, I have, Doc. Clint Eastwood never wore anything like it.
Exactly. I wouldn't want to go back looking like that. It's a little bit too Halloween costumey. Come on.
Oh, what about that floating device? Hoverboard. All right.
Take the hoverboard with you. Good.
It's geographically unknown. You don't want to crash into some tree that once existed in the past.
That's so true. That's so true.
See you in the future.
You mean the past?
Exactly.
One or the other. It's a different time period. I hope that's enough space to get up to 88 miles. Is that enough time? Look out! Alright, we're just cutting it close like always. Holy, okay. How well does the car drive on terrain like that? I'd rather have a horse, personally. It's like the Batcave. Did they really not see you go in there? Oh, they were right there. What now? What now? Get down! Get down! You know you're back in a different time period when you're like pulling arrows out of your car. Either that or your neighbors with Joe Rogan. Can you reverse the car a little bit further in the cave? Oh no. That's gonna be a problem. Are you serious? Run, dude. Move, move. Oh my gosh, bears can be so quick.
Dreamed I was in a Western.
I love how in each movie Marty keeps thinking it's a dream every time.
Well, you're safe and sound here now at the McFly farm.
It's like a Western version of the theme playing.
Maggie!
And that's Mrs. McFly, and don't you be forgetting the missus.
Yeah, show some respect.
Eastwood?
Okay, are you serious? Clint Eastwood, that is the perfect alias considering the circumstances.
Not a horse. boots. Or a hat. Well,
Whatever you say, don't tell them the true story.
Would you like some water?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool how hospitable they are being, considering they don't even know who the heck he is. What the? That's your water?
Tell you what I'll do, Mr. Asquith.
That looks gross.
Yes. I think you'll find that barn comfortable. Never had any
I mean, not as comfortable as a modern mattress, but better than it could be.
Will you hold him for a minute?
He just hands off the baby to a random stranger.
It's almost as if he's connected to us. He will.
I kind of like that they can sense that, similar to how his mom in the first movie could sense that it was not the right thing to kiss him. It's a pretty great set piece. Where was this third movie filmed? I mean, he clearly sticks out as an outsider. Oh, there's more manure. Is he gonna run the old Biff into a cart full of manure this time instead of a truck? Oh, great. Right in the manure.
Take a look and see what just breezed in the door.
This is giving me Rango vibes.
Ice water?
Ice.
I'm guessing they don't have ice.
In here, we pour whiskey.
Did they not serve water in bars back in the day? I'm actually curious.
I'm trying to find the blacksmith.
Oh, who is this?
Eastwood.
What kind of stupid name is that?
How dare you? How dare you disrespect that name?
You're Mad Dog Tannen.
The whole bar clears out. I'm guessing he's not a fan of that nickname.
I hate that name. I hate it.
I mean, it sounds pretty intimidating.
Especially not some duded up, egg-sucking gutter trash.
Yeah, Biff always sucked at talking trash. They're like, what are those futuristic moves? That is, come on, undeniably impressive.
Run, squirrel.
Where's your hovercraft when you need it? Your hoverboard, I mean. Oh, great. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so painful. You're off to a rough start here, Marty. I mean, that can kill you if you do it long enough, right? That's brutal. Is that stunt just like really good stunt work? I wonder if they use a dummy as well for part of this. We need Val Kilmer to show up or something. Who is this? Oh, it's the Doc! Dang, he's like in the West as a badass. Look at him. Sniper rifle in hand.
Your horse threw his shoe. Bring him back and I'll resue him. I done shot that horse.
Well, whose fault is that? Exactly. Poor horse.
Because one day you're going to get a bullet in your back.
The dog doesn't seem scared at all by that threat. I feel like he went back in the past and got cooler.
And who's this beloved Clara? I don't know anyone named Clara.
Oh, wow. I thought you were the one who was going to explain that.
She's coming in tomorrow. Prepare the details for you. Thanks for all.
Oh, this is going to be the girl that Doc meets and falls in love with right away.
Name's Miss Clayton. Clara Clayton.
Well done.
That would be interesting. Can you imagine like meeting someone you fall in love with, but you know before you meet them that you're going to fall in love with them?
The idea that I can fall in love at first sight is fomenting nonsense. There's no scientific
How eccentric is she gonna be, you know? Is it gonna be like Sherlock and his love interest, where Doc Brown's love interest is crazy just like him?
We'll have to find other transportation. If I never meet the woman, there's no possibility of a romantic infatuation, right?
Oh, come on. Don't fight destiny. You're meant to meet her.
It's not gonna be a gas station around here until sometime in the next century.
Oh, great. That's a really cool shot, like moving around and then seeing Marty in the mirror. There's no way you can get to 88 miles. Come on, Doc. How do you not know that? I mean, it is a pretty funny visual, like seeing the DeLorean being dragged by horses. Oh no, it looks like you're gonna be stuck in the West, Marty. You gotta learn to be a cowboy.
Unless, of course, ice. We'll wait until winter.
You don't have that much time.
An hour.
How? How could you do that? Oh, a train. There we go. The answer showed up in the background. How fast did trains go?
Damnation itself. Then yes, it might be possible to get her up that fast. Tell me.
Okay, okay. Well, it's an option then.
You're just not thinking fourth dimensionally.
Right, I have a real problem with that.
Therefore, as long as we get the DeLorean up to 88 miles an hour.
Oh, of course, of course. Huge risk. If they don't do it just right, they're going right off the cliff to their death.
To see it.
That's her. That's her, your love interest. I mean, they're riding fast. I wonder if that was their stunt doubles for this scene. Nicely done. The Doctor's turned into an action hero, man. Well, there goes all your papers and books.
Thank you, sir. You saved my...
I mean, there's love at first sight, and then there's love at first sight. Like, this is the literal version.
What a beautiful name.
So much for avoiding the infatuation there, Doc. That's great, though. Maybe she can journey back to the future with you guys. I wonder how she'll adapt.
Well, that would be very gentlemanly of you, Mr. Brown. Emmett.
We're seeing a whole new side to him.
Science? What sort of science, sir?
Oh, let me guess, she's a scientist too? I mean, she's a teacher. I wonder what she's interested in. I mean, sometimes it is like that, right? Sometimes you meet someone and you just know right away.
That she was supposed to go over in that wagon. And now I may have seriously.
Oh, shoot, the ripple effect. But it was the right thing to do. She seemed like a good lady, you know.
Let's just get the DeLorean ready and get the hell out of here.
I wish I'd never invented that infernal time machine.
It definitely has complicated your life.
Nothing but disaster.
But a lot of entertaining movies, too.
I apologize for the crudity of this model, but
Yeah,
I just...
no, Doc, it's not the scale. It's okay, Doc.
It's a pretty impressive model, still.
Throw the switch track and then we'll hijack, borrow the locomotive and use it to push.
Borrow, yes, that sounds a lot more, less criminal than hijack.
Stop that switch track!
I don't think this run is going to go well.
It couldn't be simpler.
She couldn't resist coming over.
It's Clara! Quick, cover the DeLorean!
Hopefully she's actually trustworthy and it isn't going to be a situation where, like, Doc gets tricked because he's so in love with her.
Since you mentioned an interest in science, I thought you might be able to repair it for me.
And this is also a good excuse to come over and see you.
I wouldn't think of charging you for this. Well, let's have a look at it.
I love Marty's reaction.
Thank you for taking care of my telescope.
You're quite welcome.
Little distracted there, Doctor? Just a little?
No, Marty, in a way, it's fitting that you and I are here to witness this.
It's too bad I didn't bring my camera.
Oh, that is too bad. That is too bad, man. Oh well, it's okay. Someone would probably steal it. It looks so abnormal, you know?
Company of Hartford, Connecticut. Now, take this model, for example.
I wonder who she could be looking for. You gotta admit, Doc does look pretty good in a cowboy hat.
Would you care
I
to
love
This is amazing. I wouldn't have guessed we'd get to have a dance scene with Doc Brown, but I'm down for it.
Doc, this...
Yeah, he's long gone. He's long gone. It's a nice subversion, too, like having the older man being the one distracted by a girl and the young guy trying to get him back on track and focus. There you go. Dang, he's a good shot. Got a little Keanu in you, after all. Who is that?
Marshall Strickland. I didn't know you was...
Oh, good. Thank goodness the marshal is back.
I was just joking with you, deputy. Of course not.
Very unfunny joke. You would bomb at every stand-up set.
Only party I'll be smiling at is the one that sees you at the end of a rope.
I can't wait to see it either.
Have fun.
In a weird way, he seems like he could be the most dangerous of all the evil Biffs, you know?
They're not fine hats. Yeah, well, a couple people didn't like the way the other one looked on.
It's like he upgraded from the Halloween costume now. Look at him dance, man. You're good, Doc. I've never seen him have this much fun and just seem like so at ease with someone.
There, dancing with that piece of calico.
Piece of calico? What does that even mean?
Figure. If I bury this muzzle deep enough...
Oh, of course he sneaked one in.
Inside it was real. That means you'll be dead by about supper time Monday.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. He got shot earlier, but he died on Monday.
Ain't you gonna introduce me to the lady? I'd like a dance.
I wouldn't give you that pleasure. You'll just have to go ahead and...
Spoken like a hero. Yes. Hang this guy, honestly.
Mister.
What have
Come on, Clint Eastwood, snap into action.
What's wrong, dude? You yellow?
Another musical cue. He's triggered.
That's what I thought. Yellow belly.
We're gonna have a Western standoff.
Like I said, we'll finish this tomorrow.
Tomorrow we're robbing the Pine City stage.
Gotta check your calendar first.
Morning, 8 a.m. We're gonna be gone, right?
Theoretically, yes, but what if the train's late?
Oh, yeah, he's gonna have to face off with Biff.
Finally got the gumption to stand up to that son of a bitch.
You're all right in my book, Mr. Eastwood. I'd like to buy you.
Hey, he's won some respect because of his bravery. That's awesome.
Got Buford Tannen was a Colt peacemaker.
Hey, no problem. Thanks a lot.
Smart advertising. Smart.
Instead, you let him roil you. Roil you into playing his game, his way, by his rules.
Yeah, he's making a good point here. You know, it is just words and insults, you know.
Sure, and I hope you're considering the future, Mr. Eastwood.
At the same time, though, he has the nickname Clint Eastwood. Can you back off from a gunfight, you know, with that nickname?
Please, continue the lesson. I never found lunar geography so fascinating.
I bet you haven't. I bet this is the best night of your studying ever, Doc.
Another 84 years and not on trains. We'll have space vehicles, capsules settle off.
Quit spoiling history, bro.
I read that book too. You're quoting Jules Verne from The Earth to the Moon.
Look at that. She's well read, she's smart, she's cool. No wonder he fell in love with her so quickly.
I never met a woman who liked Jules Verne before.
I bet it's hard to find. Actually, let me know in the comments. How many women like Jules Verne? With the shooting stars, you couldn't get more romantic, man. Oh, this is what I need. This is giving me some Wallace and Gromit vibes, too. Okay, forget time travel. This is the only invention I need. Eggs, toast, and bacon for breakfast. Served, ready for me. Are you talking to me?
Talking to me.
Are you talking? Literally, no way, no way. That's the exact thing I was thinking of.
Go ahead. Make my day.
I guess Marty really is relatable, considering I thought of the exact same thing, man.
No, it's fine. I don't.
Good luck tomorrow, Mr. Eastwood. We'll be praying for you.
You're like a local celebrity. Everyone probably hates evil Cowboy Biff.
You in a new suit for tomorrow?
I'm fine.
That guy looks creepy as heck.
Just out enjoying the morning air. It's really lovely here in the morning, don't you think?
Yes.
Everything's lovely when you're in love.
But only my name is erased. The tombstone itself and the dates still remain. That doesn't make sense.
Well, that means someone's gonna die. Someone's gonna die.
It may be yours.
Great Scott.
Oh, now Marty's using the catchphrase.
Doc, tomorrow morning I'm going back to the future with you.
The train's gonna get delayed. You're gonna have to fight evil Biff.
What? What about my future?
Oh, shoot, he doesn't know. No, just tell him.
What is wrong with my future?
Marty, we all have to make decisions.
I forgot about that whole storyline in the second movie, but of course, like, his future was not so good because of that accident.
I'm going with you tomorrow. I'm staying here.
Just take Clara with you. That's way better, man.
Oh man, Doc, we don't belong here. Neither one of us.
I mean, if he's happy and he really wants to stay, that might be okay.
Doc, you're a scientist.
Even scientists can be dominated by their emotions. I mean, is there any moral obligation for the doctor to go back to a different time? I think he's okay if he really is happy here.
Think about it. What are you gonna say to her? I gotta go back to the future? I mean,
Just take her with you. Come on. It's way cleaner in the future anyways. She'd probably be happy. She's a intelligent, you know, future-thinking type of person. I'm sure she's open-minded, can adapt.
I don't know. Maybe we can just take Clara with us.
There we go. Look at that. Marty and I are very similar, huh?
Traveling through time has become much too painful.
Come on. A little space-time continuum risk can be allowed.
It's Emmett, Clara.
I just couldn't stay away. I'm that much in love.
Wherever you go and take me with you.
Exactly. She wants to come. Come on. Bend the rules a little bit here, Doc.
And tomorrow I have to go back to the year 1985.
No way she's gonna believe it. That's just too insane for someone to take seriously.
Yes, Emmett. I do understand.
Really? She buys that story? No way.
Understand because you know I'm partial to the writings of Jules Verne. You can.
Oh, okay, okay.
I've heard some whoppers in my day, but the fact that you'd expect me to entertain a notion of
It's actually pretty hilarious.
to see you anymore. That at least would have been respectful.
That sucks for her, though. That sucks. But of course she wouldn't believe it. You just have to show her something incredible, you know, to at least prove that you're telling the truth.
Emmett, are you sure you know what happened to you on the 4th of July?
What, does he go crazy when he drinks whiskey? I kind of want to see Doc get drunk, honestly.
It's a woman, right?
Good instincts.
1 in a billion. 1 in a Googleplex.
How much is a Googleplex?
Man, did I sleep?
Was it comfortable on the ground?
Of course we run. But for recreation, for fun.
I think more of it's for exercise.
How much has he had?
Too much, that's for sure.
None. That's the first one. He hadn't touched it yet.
Wait, what?
Just likes to hold it.
Are you serious? He's not even drunk? Oh, Doc just gets more and more eccentric and I love it.
You gotta come back with me.
Where?
Back to the future.
Right. Let's get going.
Okay, good. He hesitated for a while there. I was concerned.
Amen.
Emmett, no!
What? What's gonna happen? Oh, come on. Was he allergic to alcohol? Holy, no one gets that drunk from one shot.
Come on, Doc.
There's a fella that can't hold his liquor.
Give me some coffee.
Talk about an extreme case of that, though. Alright, you're gonna have to win in a gunfight here, Marty. Let's do this. I'm down for a Western shoot.
Yes.
Joey, let's make some wake-up juice.
What the heck is gonna be in that? Oh, come on. Come on. Has anyone taken this with a horrible hangover?
He opens up his mouth. Go ahead and pour it on down his gut.
The whole thing? Oh, he's gonna be throwing up. I really like the framing of that shot, especially with the camera like lowering down to get close to the level of the tracks and the wheels.
Wake up now, buddy. Come on.
Alright, let's see if you're gonna be the real Clint Eastwood here, Marty.
It's 8 o'clock, and I'm calling you out.
Literally, literally.
All right, you got the gumps.
Oh, shoot. It's you, bro. It's you. That means he can't go out there.
Forfeit.
Parlay?
At me.
What is, are they just dumb, or has that word not been used in the common vernacular?
$30 gold bet again you, so don't let me down.
Don't get peer pressured into this duel.
7.
Here.
He needed a little help keeping track of the numbers. Come on, bro. You know the outcome of this fight, though. You know you're going to get killed, so don't succumb to this. This is literally a suicide duel.
10.
Although I kind of do want to see a duel, so...
I don't care what Tannen says, and I don't care what anybody else says either.
That is a healthy mindset, right?
Listen, you got a back door to this place?
Yeah, it's in the back.
Let's go, Doc.
That would make sense.
I really miss here is Tylenol.
Oh, dang. I would miss Tylenol, too. Okay, so even though you don't want to fight, they're coming after you. Dang, you guys gotta stop the train so you can take her with you.
Ever seen?
Oh,
He said he
good.
didn't know how he
Good.
lived the rest of his life.
This is very convenient.
If you're just too damn yellow, I guess you'll just have to be a blacksmith.
Okay, he is gonna have to fight him to save his friend.
Forget about me, Marty, and save yourself.
Doc is so fearless, and he's so loyal to Marty, you know, it's awesome.
Hammond.
Wait, how did she stop the train?
Here to meet your maker, blacksmith.
Come on, Marty. Come on, where are you? Okay, good. I mean, I like how he was the bigger man earlier and walked away from the fight, but this is a good reason to fight here, to save your friend. Not your own pride or something. Come on, Marty. I feel like he's just gonna shoot you. I don't know if that was smart. He's just gonna shoot you even if you're unarmed. Tell me he has some type of, like, bulletproof vest on. You're really proud of shooting an unarmed guy? I don't think anyone's gonna be proud of you, dude. But they showed that scene from what I think is the good and the bad and the ugly, so I have a feeling that's what Marty just did. You know, inspired by the movies. Luckily, he shot you right there in the chest, though, not, like, up a little higher. Way to go. Way to go. How symbolic, destroying the grave as well. And there we go. There we go. All 3 movies it happens.
You got anything to say?
Ugh. Oh, that's gross. Oh, it's nobody. Okay. I thought it was actually going to change to be Biff, evil cowboy Biff, but that's fine too. Oh, she just missed you guys. Is that gonna be enough to convince her that it's real? She's gonna have to book it to catch up with them, to make it with them to go back to the future. I wonder how they filmed that low angle shot there, like moving so quickly. This is almost giving me Raiders of the Lost Ark vibes a little bit. But you guys made it. Now you just gotta wait for Clara. Okay, at least she can ride fast. She started so much later than them. I don't know if she can catch up to the train, though. Keep your balance. Some good stunt work. It has a little bit of Indiana Jones' Last Crusade energy, too, the opening. Wait, going to a store during COVID time?
Rage! Is this a hold-up?
Kind of.
It's a science experiment! Stop the train!
What a great response. That's hilarious.
I wanted to do that all my...
Between the furnace will ignite sequentially, make the fire burn hotter, kick up the boiler pressure, make the train...
That's pretty awesome, man. What an invention. Hurry before they start, before they get to the point of no return. Oh, is the doc gonna have to like jump off the train because they get to the point of no return? I feel like that's what's gonna happen. She's gonna show up and he's gonna leave. Yeah, just a little late. This is like the next level of rom-coms. You know, at the end of rom-coms, someone's always running after the other person. Riding on your horse after your love on a train. That's the other level.
Jack! Okay, we're cruising at a steady 25 miles an hour.
You got a long way to go. I do wonder if it's actually possible for a train like this to go 88 miles an hour. That seems pretty quick.
2000!
The whole boiler explodes!
Perfect!
And thanks for telling me now, Doc. Holy. She's literally flying back. You were Superman there for a second, lady. Turn around. Oh my gosh, she's not loud enough. It's hard enough, like, climbing on a moving train, let alone in a dress. She's, on top of being so smart, she's quite athletic, too. Oh, that's smart. Smart way to get his attention. Even if he didn't hear her, he could read her lips. Come on, get her on the DeLorean. Marty's like, great, just what we need. Literally risking your life for love. Hurry, you guys are running out of time. She better not fall. No, she better not die. Hopefully he knows how to use it. He better be. Nice. Hurry up, you guys, hurry up. I mean, she was already so in love with you, Doc. Now you're just showing off, saving her life, flying off in the sunset. Wait, but the Doc isn't with him, so it's just Marty. Just like Duel. That looks so real. But dang, so Doc, I was hoping Clara would go with them. They'd make it in time to the future, but I guess Doc is staying in the past. Wait, if the train alarms are going off, you better get off the tracks. Dude, exactly. Get out! How many close calls can you have in one day? The train's not going to stop, it's just going to keep going after running over a car? I mean, that is what he wanted. Yeah, exactly. But that sucks. I mean, it's not, this doesn't suck. It's bittersweet that Doc can't come and, like, stay with Marty because they're such good friends. But it does seem like he'll be happy with Clara.
I didn't recognize you in those clothes. What the hell are you doing?
Oh, Biff. It's so satisfying seeing him like that, honestly.
God, you guys are all back to normal.
What are you supposed to be, Clint Eastwood?
I mean, yes. Alright, well at least she's there where they left her in the last movie. She seems okay. Pretty romantic way to wake her up.
Marty.
She's gonna be like, yeah, exactly.
Marty, that dream I had is so real.
Is he ever gonna tell her the truth, you know?
Marty, don't.
Grab hold of something.
He's not going to. Come on.
Did you do that on purpose?
I would have hit that Rolls Royce.
Yep. She's gonna realize that was no dream.
Doc's never coming back.
But I mean, that's what he wanted, it seems like. So. Are you gonna move some of that debris off the tracks? Wait, how? How? He turned that into a time machine? Bro, take that, Tony Stark, making the Iron Man suit in a cave. Look at what Doc Brown did. Oh, good. Look at that. Look at that.
These are our boys. Jules.
No way. No way, really?
The tide is down. After all, I had to come back for Einstein. Well,
Good old Einstein.
But what does that mean?
it means
It means we have a happily ever after.
your future is whatever you make it. So make it a good one. Both of you.
Are you talking directly to me, Doc?
All right, boys, buckle up.
Wait, where are they going? Are they gonna continue time traveling? Can you imagine growing up as the Doc's kid? What a great trilogy. Alright, so that is Back to the Future 3. I had a blast with this movie. Like I said at the beginning of my the first Back to the Future reaction, I have heard that this third movie is generally considered the weakest. At least that's what I'm pretty sure is the case. But I personally think that, I think the first one is my favorite, but 2 and 3 I think are pretty close. And I had a fun time. You know, I think that the third one really, it gave me what I wanted in the third movie, which it added a new, fresh element. It took the location back to a Western setting, which personally I'm partial towards just Westerns. I think they're cool, and it's fresh. You know, like I appreciate how instead of doing, you know, the same thing of the first one or the same thing as the second one, you know, we still had some of those same familiar beats. We got to fix the DeLorean. We got to race against time. We got to deal with another version of Biff. But, you know, by setting it in the Western, it gave it a real distinct personality to this movie. And I think that they utilized that, you know, for jokes and for humor, you know, showing the ancestral versions of the characters we saw in the first and second movie. It was just very entertaining throughout. And having these fresh locations and set pieces, just added a unique personality to this movie. And I thought it was quite fun. And then on top of that, we had Doc and his romance with Clara. And that was another thing very different from the first two movies, but it really worked. It really worked. There's something just so adorable about the two of them. I was a little bit concerned because of how short everything had to happen. I was like, are we really going to buy that the Doc falls in love? But the chemistry between the actors just made it work. And there's something just really, really cute about seeing two people, at a later stage in life falling in love like teenagers. And like I kind of mentioned briefly in the reaction, it was funny having Marty, the teenager who, normally is the person getting distracted by their emotion, by love, something like that, to have him being the one rolling his eyes as the Doc is just all infatuated going for the dance. That was very entertaining to see and just a clever kind of twist for the story. And I think thematically it really built upon the first and second movie as well. I think that now, having watched all three Back to the Future movies, I think that they really work well together. I think you could watch the first one and just have it be a one and done. And I think that movie, was just pretty much perfect as far as an adventure, family-friendly film. But all three of them work really well together as like a complete storyline. And there were some good lessons. I like how Marty, the first, a big lesson that I took away from the first film was, the importance of learning to stand up for yourself and learning to be brave in the face of a bully. George McFly standing up against Biff was just probably the most epic moment of the whole trilogy, if I'm being honest. One of my favorites easily. But then there was a nice added layer to that in this third movie, a little bit of a nuance where Marty and his arc kind of started in the second movie, but he had to learn when it was the brave, mature thing to walk away from a fight. And I think that was cool. It's almost like a good balance. It's like you need both the courage to stand up for yourself and to fight when necessary, but you also need the wisdom to walk away from a fight when, someone is just insulting you or it's not worth it. You can definitely be the bigger man, and violence isn't the first go-to solution. So just having those two extremes as a bookend complete lesson that carries throughout this trilogy just is another thing that helps connect all three parts, and it's just a really cool overall lesson. And I think that the sequence too, I feel like each of the Back to the Future movies, all three of them kind of have that climactic moment where they have to race against time and make it back, the final thing. But I think that this movie really did an excellent job. I mean, I was very impressed. It looked so practical. I'm assuming almost all of it was, but on the train tracks, them climbing on the train, having Clara come after them. And I was honestly a little bit tense because I knew that Clara was supposed to die in the canyon. So part of me was wondering, I don't know, I was a little bit concerned for her. I was like, maybe she has to die because that's destiny, and so for everything to turn out the way it's supposed to. And I feel like that was an intentional touch to add tension, because normally with this tone of a movie, that's pretty dark for Clara to die. But for a couple of those moments, I was like, hold on, are they actually going to have her die? Because I was also wondering, are they going to leave Doc in the past? Is he going to come to the future? But the way that everything turned out, and then the way that was seen was direct with a lot of low angle moving camera shots, kind of built the intensity, and it looked like a lot of that stunt work was real. It felt very real. Like it felt like we were moving fast and we were on the train with them. And I just think that was a very well done sequence. Like I mentioned, it reminded me of scenes out of the Indiana Jones trilogy, which of course I've reacted to, but that's a compliment. I mean that in the best possible sense. I mean, Spielberg is one of the greatest directors ever, so for Robert Zemeckis to pull off just a practical set piece like that, and for it to be so well edited is pretty awesome. Yeah, but I had an absolute blast with this trilogy. I understand why these movies are considered classics. And I don't know, it maybe for some people the third one just didn't quite do it for them. I'd say there was probably less time travel, and maybe people preferred that. And I do get it. I could see it's slightly different than the first two, but maybe I just love Westerns so much, so it was neat for me. But let me know in the comments down below, did you like the third Back to the Future movie, or did it stand out to you as the weaker of the trilogy? Or are you kind of like me, where you think all three films work really well as one complete unit with satisfying character arcs and lessons throughout? But thank you to everyone for watching. Thank you to all the patrons who sign up there for the full reactions. I will be returning to more classic movies, more Spielberg movie reactions, the Terminal Duel coming soon. And as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.